How's it going, dudes, and welcome back to Sword Art Online Alicization Rise of Steel. I keep forgetting just to shorten that. But anyways, let's continue on with Chapter 6. Oh, we're in the Great Library.
Huh?
All the history? Even an account of the human and dark realms when they were separated by Dacia and Vecta. You can read anything you'd like, for as long as you'd like. But first, hold out your right hands. I will unlock your manacle. Yeah, manacle. Oh. Achoo.
Yosh.
You should warm yourself. You may use the small bathroom down that corridor. Thank you for your hospitality. Also, Miss Cardinal, could we, the history corridor is beyond those stairs. After your bath, you may have some supper.
Hi.
Thank you so much. If you'll excuse me. At you again.
Jaga.
Unfortunately, the creation records here were fabricated by the pontifex of the Axiom Church. Oh.
Nah.
So, there are no gods in this world. No Stacia, Solus, Terraria, or Vecta. No gods. The myth underworld's people believe are just that. Church creates a cement their creations to cement their rules. There are super accounts registered under those gods' names. However, outside humans have never logged in or used them. You aren't from Underworld. You're like the system administrators on the outside. Indeed, and the same is true of you, unregistered Kirito. Yeah, you're right. Underworld's true creator is Wrath. Am I correct? Indeed. And you're the Cardinal system, an autonomous program to control the virtual world.
Nanja?
You are quite knowledgeable. Did you interact with my kind on the outside? Yeah, sorta.
Yeah.
But as far as I knew, the Cardinal system never had an anthropomorphic interface in it. Who in the world are you? What are you doing in here? It's a long story. A very long story. Why I isolated myself in this library and why I was waiting for you. Then Cardinal told me how this world was created. Wow, okay, this is gonna be longer than I expected. About 450 years ago, the staff of Wrath logged into Underworld, the world they had created. The four of them lived in Centauria in 2 farmhouses, each with 8 children. The children learned reading, architecture, and ethics, which was the basis for the taboo index. However, one of the original 4 was, while quite brilliant, also unethical. This person's children inherited their greed and lust for power. Those children grew up to become the current human realm's nobles and Axiom church priests. Makes sense. And the highest ranking among them is the absolute ruler of the human realm, the Pontifex of the Axiom Church, the woman who controls the system. Her name is Administrator. That is kinda gross there. Decades after the original four logged out, this world's population exploded past 600. The first alliance marriage between two noble families took place. And Quinella, the most selfish girl of this world, was born. Her calling was studying sacred arts, but she cracked the system commands and learned and turned into violence. She noticed that by killing animal units, her sacred arts authority would rise. Oh boy. Since she mastered the arts of healing and weather forecasting, she was worshipped as a god. Quinella granted the Lord with the title and rank of nobleman to cement her rule. She built a central cathedral to showcase divine miracles, calling herself the Axiom Church. Vanilla feared others would learn the secret behind her arts level, created, created the Taboo Index. This Taboo Index forbade any act that would increase sacred arts authority, cementing her rule. Then she discovered the spell. Inspect entire command list, giving her the entire list of system commands at will. At 80 years old, Quinella regenerated her fading life and halted its natural decline. Then she restored her outer appearance and reclaimed the beauty of her teen self. So she just made herself eternally young. But Quinilla could not abide the existence of her equal, the cardinal system, with the aim of claiming the cardinal system's authority level. She created a sacred art. As a result, Quinilla burned the fundamental commands of the cardinal system into her own fluke light. This action could not be overwritten or edited. The cardinal system's fundamental command is maintain order. That is, to mercilessly deal with any player's actions that would heal the world's balance. After these commands were burned into her fluke light, Vanilla slept for an entire day. When she woke, she was in a way no longer human. Her only desire remaining was to preserve this human realm in its current state forever. For this day, from this day forth, I shall be the Pontifex, administrator of the Axiom Church. Oi. Okay, I just read that. And so, under the supreme rule of this administrator, years of peace and idleness continued. But 70 years after becoming administrator, she became aware that she was changing inside. Her soul's capacity for storing memories had reached its limit. It was then the administrator schemed to latch onto another soul. The soul of a merchant's daughter who had a higher system access authority than her others. She created the synthesis ritual, a fusion of souls and memories. She had succeeded in hijacking another person's fluke light. But that was her downfall. For a second, when she took over the girl, two gods with the same authority were created. The cardinal system has two core programs, main and sub. The main process controls balance, while the sub process error checks the main. When Quintella edited her fluke light, the main order wasn't the only command written in there. The sub process's error check command was also written in, technically, two commands. When the duplicate of her soul into the girl was complete, the two copies of one person existed simultaneously. The fluke light copy into the girl collapsed. Cardinal and sub-personality then gained control. Then she and Administrator dueled, with both of them being the same class with the same systemic access authority. Cardinal, who got in the first attack, should have won. But Administrator set the room at an address where system commands were forbidden. Fight was settled by weapons. Cardinal, being the smaller stature, lost naturally. And so she withdrew, hiding herself in this library, isolated from the outside world. And it figures that the bad guy would cheat. For the next 200 years, and Minister readied herself for Cardinal's next attack. Buried what is called a Heidi module into centers of the human realm using the synthesis ritual. This created Integrity Knights, absolutely loyal fighters, keep the human world exactly as it is. Okay, I did not hit anything there. Oh, okay. So I didn't miss anything. Meanwhile, Cardinal spent the years in observation and study to plan her attack. She cast sensory share on the birds and insects of the world to try and find herself allies. Her name is Charlotte. Oh, Charlotte! So that's what it was in Kirito's hair. Ever since you and Yuko left Ruled Village, she's been watching your every move. So she seems, although It seems you did more than watch here and there.
俺は
When I was running from Integrity Knights, and a voice showed me the way. That's right. Could it also be
なあ
when all my Nefarias were cut? Were you the one who consoled me? Surely it's the most ancient of the observation units that I released into the human realm. Her long mission has finally come to an end. He's been working for me for 200 years now.
ありがとう
Thank you.
なあ
So, all this time while you were barricaded in the library, you spent 200 years following the eyes and ears of animals to find a partner to help you. Indeed. We're in the lower layer.
よし
So this is what the inside of the central cathedral looks like.
ね
There's no one here.
そうだな
I figured there'd be at least 1 or 2 guards. I guess they didn't anticipate anyone breaking in to begin with.
うーん
But they know we're here, right? They must be really confident. Yeah, I bet. They must not feel the need to bother looking for us. Which means our next encounter is going to be a tough knight or a small army. Let's make the most of this grace period. Right.
ね
Hey Kirito, I have a question about that book in the Great Library. It felt like a very detailed fairy tale. Did all those events really happen?
どうしたの
Kirito?
What?
Oh, yeah, let me try to remember. You've been off ever since you spoke to her. What did she say? I don't think he's allowed to say.
なあ
So, all this time, while you were barricaded in the Great Library, okay.
ふむ
But even as I observed this world, I couldn't help but wonder, why am I trying to do this? Why would the gods who built this world let administrator, a false god, keep her tyrannical rule? As I plunged into the database embedded in the cardinal system, I reached one conclusion. Wrath, our true god, does not wish for the people of this world to be prosperous or happy. If anything, it's the opposite. They are crushing us slowly. They merely observe as they torture us, see how we will resist them. Their grip is tightening day by day until soon the experiment will enter its final phase. You surely know what exists outside the human realm, the dark territory. Exactly. That world of darkness created to inflict agony on our citizens. The fluke lights of goblins and orcs, and other monsters are programmed to slaughter and plunder. bands of them, these monsters are waiting, ready to invade human lands any day now. Does does Administrator know about this final phase of the experiment? She arrogantly believes that an army of herself and 30 integrity knights can keep them at bay. She is also ignorant that she killed the dragons of the north, south, east, and west because she couldn't control them, even though they would have been our salvation. But the integrity knights alone are too few in number to defeat the forces of darkness. But wait a minute now. Are you saying that regardless of whether or not Administrator is defeated, this world is still doomed? Exactly. At present, I could not find the means to stop the Dark Territory's invasion. In other words, you only care about your mission to delete Administrator. You don't care, well, you don't know or care what will happen to this world afterwards. That may be true. But one thing is clear, I cannot accept wrath as my god when they engineered the end of the world. I could not accept that end. That was how I reached the only conclusion I could. Before wrath ends the world, I will delete Administrator. Also, restore my authority as Cardinal System, and return the human realm, the Dark Territory, the entirety of Underworld to nothingness. Return to nothingness? Just as it sounds. I'll erase all the fluke lights stored in the light cube cluster. Leave not one fluke light, human or monster, alive. Kirito, if you help me regain all my authority, I can grant you a wish before I delete Underworld. Give me the names of those you want spared. I can achieve their retrieve. I can archive their fluke lights and not delete them. If it's up to 10, you can secure their light cubes once. You're back in the outside world. I have... I'm sorry, it's nothing. Hurry, we need to get our swords back before ownership transfers. You guys know something's up. This is floor 3, so 97 left to go. Once we get our swords back, maybe Cardinal can use her powers to get us up to the top floor, to the top faster. That wouldn't be necessary. Fairly be good. The longer we take, the more likely our enemy will be dispersed. Besides, if we go into Cardinal's library too much, the Integrity Knights might catch us. Cardinal.
Cardinal.
You told me your soul was sort of a copy of Quintella's, correct? Indeed, literally a copy. You must have your noble blood in your veins. The genes that only oopsies. So why don't you try to abandon everything and escape? How were you able to wait here all by yourself for 200 years? I have but one wish: extinguishing the administrator and normalizing this world. That's two. That's two wishes. In my view, a world cannot be normalized unless it is returned to nothingness. No, perhaps that's not entirely correct. I do not have my own desire, just one desire. During these 200 years, there was just one thing I wished I could find out.
Aye.
Here, hey Kirito, come here.
What?
Further forward. Huh? Stop questioning me.
Yosh.
Raise your arms. Hey, why are you so slow? She's giving him a hug.
Ah,
I see. So this is it.
これが
This is what it
人
feels
間であると
like to
い
be
うこと
human.
か。
Aww. So warm. At last, I am fulfilled. My 200-year-long wait was not in vain. Aww. Just feeling this warmth has satisfied me. It is more than enough.
Oi.
Just how long are you going to stand there like a statue? Way to kill the mood. So, have you reached a decision? Will you accept my proposition?
Huh?
Okay, I accept your proposition. But I won't stop thinking about it. Even after the war has started, I'll keep looking for another way. I'll try to find a way to stop this tragic, immoral existence, experiment, and bring peace to this world.
やれやれ。
Oh dear, your blind optimism is painful. So, I already knew this about you. I don't want you to disappear. If I can choose 10 people to save, you're definitely gonna be one of them. Blindly optimistic and stupid. Answer me this. If I escape, who will delete this world? I'm saying I understand the situation, but I won't give up without a fight. No, you won't. Someday you will have to learn, as I did, the pain of surrender. Not from fighting until you can't stand anymore, but from realizing failure is the only choice. No, sometimes that's not the only choice. It's the only choice you're willing to accept.
Iko!
Make it quick, otherwise we'll lose ownership of our swords. Near Armory.
Nah.
Cool. Hey Kirito, you remember the spell Cardinal taught you, right?
Ah.
Yeah, probably. What about you?
Ah.
Yes, perfectly. Oh. I'm back. Sorry I left you for so long. Oh, yeah. He's going to assist us in finding the Integrity Knights. Help us? Yeah, Cardinal is another Pontifex who was exiled by the Pontifex Administrator. Yes, her mission is to defeat Administrator and become the Pontifex again. If you are the former Pontifex and Alice and the Integrity Knights, Alice since is 30, you know whether or not they're the same person.
すまぬ。
I'm sorry, but the knowledge I can obtain here is limited.
じゃが、
But I can tell you how to undo the synthesis ritual. The spell that creates Integrity Knights. You must remove the piety module from their foreheads. They look like prisms.
そうだ。
Like that thing we saw. Piety modules are installed in such a way that memories are blocked. They seal an Integrity Knight's past and imbue them with a high level of fealty for the Pontifex. So, to break the spell, we just need to jog the Integrity Knight's past memories.
じゃが、
No, that alone is not enough. There's one more crucial step. During the Knight's dearest memory fragment, it is removed to make room for the module. Memory fragments, but she might have destroyed them after removing them. No, Administrator is pragmatic. She would not destroy something that might become useful. She would save these memory fragments in her room in the central Cathedral's top floor. So in other words, we'll need to get to the top floor to restore the Integrity Knight's memories. Integrity Knights are fierce. It's unlikely you can breach their defenses without killing them.
でも、
But what if one of them is Alice? Saving her is the entire reason I came here.
ふむ。
Indeed. Hugo, I understand your mission and I empathize.
よし。
Very well. If Alice is one of the knights who stands in your path, use this. Whoever is stabbed by this will be connected to me by an unbreakable link. Which means any secret arts I perform will strike true. Hugo, stab Alice anywhere on her body with that dagger. Then I can pull her into a deep sleep until you boys can retrieve her memory.
はい。
Understood. If I cannot convince Alice you listen, I'll stab her with this. I originally built these to use against Administrator. I originally intended this one to be a spare, but just make sure you succeed the first try.
あ
Hey, that's a lot of responsibility we're carrying. All I can do for now is equip you with the weapon you'll need to stand against an Integrity Knight. I will help both retrieve the powerful swords you love so much. My blue rose sword and Kirito's black sword? Your swords are most likely in the armory on the 3rd floor. Incidentally, which floor is Administrator's room on? Central Cathedral keeps growing taller every year. Her room is around the 100th floor by now. Oi, oi, oi. There is, unfortunately, one other task you must accomplish. Of course there is. What is it? Your swords are indeed powerful, but they are insufficient to defeat Integrity Knights. That is because they have the terrifying technique that multiplies their weapon's power. Oh. Oh, you mean the perfect weapon control. Divine weapons take on the characteristics of the objects from which they are fashioned. Perfect control can completely release a weapon's memories. In a way, unleashing attacks that should be impossible.
Oi.
Close your eyes and visualize your swords. Cool. Uh-huh. The blue rose.
Yoshi.
Good. You may open your eyes now. Memorize that thoroughly. Hugo, Kirito, the fate of the world now lies in your hands. Will the world be shrouded in hellfire, return to nothingness, or a third possibility? I have told you everything I know and given you everything I can. Let your faith guide you now. Thank you so much. We will make it to the top floor. We will return Alice to normal. Well then, go now. The ritual will be meaningless if you don't recover your sword first. Right. Let's go to the armory. Get to the armory. That is a big door. Is the armory on the other side of this door? Looks like it has to be.
Yoshi.
Okay, let's get our sword first. Okay. Well, dudes, I'm gonna end this video here. And who knows what will be behind that door? Will it be their swords? Will it be an Integrity Knight? Won't know until the next video. But anyways, if you guys like this video, hit the like button. And if you're new, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell icon. And thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you in the next video.